Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celeb news. Now today we had, hey yo man, we got Rick Ross responding to the Wingstop labor violations, man. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't make this up, man, but you know, it is what it is. T.I. reacting to the story about him punching a chain smoker's dude, man. We also got Fat Joe responding to Irv Gotti, man. A lot of responses, man. Yo, we got a woman speaks, says the lawyer offered her a bribe to lie about Trey Songz or something like that. So we're going to get to that in a heartbeat, man. We got Charleston White on deck and Zion Williamson. Again, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source Show. If this is your first time to the channel, man, be sure to hit that like button if you feel any part of the content. We definitely appreciate that. That notification bell's waiting for your task. I want to give it a tap. And the subscribe button's waiting for your subscription, man, so go on and touch that too. All right, man, let's get right to it, man. I'm going to be sending this to Source a little bit late. Source, my apologies, man. My apologies, bro. Check this out, man. Basketball artist Zion Williamson, that's right, I believe they artists. You know what I'm saying? Some of these, look, you see some of the plays these cats do, man. How is it not art? You know what I'm saying? Basketball artist Zion Williamson, right? This man is superhuman, as far as I understand. He's superhuman, okay? This man made a very interesting statement, which I saw on the gram. All right, because, you know, your boy was strolling through the lobby of the gram. I wound up going to sleep. Actually, I went to sleep a little bit early last night. You know, what time is early? I don't know, like 11:30 or something like that, like 12 o'clock. I went to sleep relatively early, man. But I was scrolling the gram, man, so my eyes was wide, right? I'm on the gram, and look, I saw something which I would never have suspected, okay? Zion Williamson said 80% of basketball players watch anime. You know what I mean? Hey, look, the funny thing to me is this. We never would have suspected that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he even stated that the anime Naruto, right, was able to get him through some difficult times, man. You know what I'm saying? Here's the funny thing. Like I think a lot of dudes watch anime. You know what I mean? But they don't want to say anything because they don't want to look corny or, you know what I'm saying, in front of the ladies. But think about it, man. The ladies are corny too, fam. They're not like, you know what I'm saying, above being corny. Don't not like what you like just because you in front of the ladies. They don't hate you if you like anime. They just dislike you if you're too cowardly to be yourself. Think about it, man. Who really are you afraid to be yourself around? Does that make sense, man? They play Candy Crush. You follow what I'm saying? They watch Downton Abbey, whatever it's called, Downton Abbey, right? They wave their behinds and realize they got to go back, double back, you know what I'm saying, behind themselves because that drop was particularly messy. They just as regular. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not impressed just because they look good. Anyway, check this out. Look, your boy Charleston White. When I tell you a knight in shining armor to the hood, riding in on a white horse, right? Looking at you and them at the same time with a pair of suspenders on, talking about nah, right? Death to all gang members, right? This man is working furiously to eliminate gangs from terrorizing communities just like yours. You gotta respect it, man. He wants your neighborhood to be a little bit safer than it was yesterday. Just so your kids can play in the street again and ride their tricycle without ducking under a car and hiding to work a gang member trick them into tucking into their drawers. You follow what I'm saying? Take a look at Charleston White celebrating on taking down more people that terrorize your neighborhood and bring your property value down. Yo, take a listen.
Let's get started. I told you niggas what I was doing. Y'all ain't gonna listen. I told them, mama, I told them what I was doing, mama. I told them what I was doing. I'm gonna get you niggas. I know somebody badder than you niggas. The police. You goddamn right. I told them niggas, they thought I was I'm so happy. The law work, y'all. You can believe in the law work. Say, we ain't got to be scared no more, y'all. The law work.
Hey, yo, man, you gotta think it out. Like, listen. If gangs bring down the value of a neighborhood, then with the removal of gangs, the value of the neighborhood could potentially go up because there will be less violence, less drugs, less this, less that. All those things that make your housing prices go down. You know what I mean? So, I mean, like, why would you love to have gangs present? I don't think you should. Listen. If you think about it, right? Like that man said he knows someone better than the gangsters, and that's the police. If you think about it, it's true. Because who are gangs definitely afraid of? When the cops show up, it's usually one or two things that we see gang members do. They lay down their weapons, slow and careful. You know what I mean? Because the cops' guns are fully loaded and they got another handful. or they scatter like roaches. And look, where I get that rhyme from that I just did too, man. Where'd that come from? Anyway, because I tweaked it a little bit. But if cops make you have to run, you might as well not be doing the work that made you have to run to begin with. You don't feel ashamed that you tough in front of us and then flee when 12 show up? People just want consistency. You don't want to hop into your car, right? Like day after day, and some days have it turn into a bathtub. Don't you like consistency? You want your car to be a car while it's on the highway. You don't want it to suddenly turn into a bathtub. Am I making sense? You're like, nah, man, can we get the next story? All right, listen. There's been a lot of information circulating online concerning Trey Songz and his relationship with women. The man has been accused by multiple women of misbehaving something serious, and you know what I'm talking about. And it's even being stated that a documentary on the singer would be even worse than Surviving R. Kelly. I'm like, worse? How exactly? Never mind. Listen, never mind that, because one of the lawsuits against Trey Songz has a lady by the name of Mariah Phelan, stating that the lawyer for the alleged victim tried to bribe her to say bad things about Trey. Now, Mariah is a witness in a lawsuit brought by Jahara Jeffries. Let's just call him JJ, right? Let's call her JJ. Mariah is a witness in a lawsuit brought by JJ, who says that Trey assaulted her at a New Year's Eve party in 2017. And now, JJ's attorney, Ariel Mitchell, offered her $200,000 if she'd say that she witnessed the assault. Mariah claimed that Mitchell, the lawyer, approached her at a bar in April of 2021, and that the lawyer smelled like weed and was carrying a gun. Ariel Mitchell? I guess so. Yeah, I'm over here like, carrying a gun. Yeah, and I mean, look, lawyers like to party too, fam. Anyway, according to transcripts, Mariah alleged that Mitchell was trying to get her to describe Songz as, quote, the next R. Kelly. Ain't that sad, man? The man's name has, like, what a way to ruin a legacy. The man's name has damn near become synonymous with absolute foolishness. Mariah has stated that by escalating the allegations, the monetary settlement would increase. Now, the victims, come on, can you get it out? Can you say it there? Can you do it? Can you do this, son? The witness has said that she turned the bribe down, noting that she wouldn't lie even for $10 million. But she did say 11 M's would necessitate negotiations. She ain't say that part. Yeah, I mean, but wouldn't it have been funny if she did that? Like, I like to, see twists like that in real life. Anyway, she reported the encounter to Trey's lawyers, and now the lawyer has stated, this is what the lawyer said in response. The lawyer said, quote, "We're highly confident and certain the court will find the witness committed perjury. Parties are still awaiting the judge's further instructions on how to proceed, given the witness's inconsistent testimony during the hearing." Close quote. Crazy, right? I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I certainly hope he hasn't been violating these women like the way that they're saying. And if he has, man, then, that ain't good. You ain't supposed to do that, fam. Anyway, I mean, because that's not what you expect from an R&B artist. But I guess R&B might be a little bit differently. Matter of fact, Sauce, look, listen, I was scrolling through Instagram, man, and I heard it was hilarious. I think the dude's name was the Kid Gowie, whatever his name is, right? But he played this funny thing about like the R&B artists of 2020 and what they sound like. Sauce, do we got that clip from Insta Man? Hopefully it'll play. Let's see if it'll play.
I'ma let it blow. Homie, how you doing? You were online talking tough on IG Live, and now you got me way too crowded. So I'm sneaking inside with the 9. See ya, chillin' with your shorty in the back with your team. Hey yo, that's him. Walk down, let off 5-5, and everybody screamed. They said, oh, they all ran outside. But the funny thing is, we gonna get them later. Oh, pray for your friends. Pray for your friends. Cause we gon' spend a bit. Yeah, how you want it. They all gon' die. Home before I leave. Dracos and FM. Oh, that's the price of trying to play me.
Come on, man. Tell me. Look, for me, you know, I don't like R&B. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I feel like it's, you know, it's a man whispering into my ear. But here's the thing. That might be my favorite R&B song I think I've ever heard. Straight up. It is what it is. I don't care what you think. I like that one. I'm like, is that a real song? It should be a real song. Anyway, hopefully it played. If it didn't play, I feel bad for you. Check this out. Fat Joe has provided a response to Irv Gotti and what he had said. Now, if you remember, and it wasn't a great situation, we reported to you not too long ago that Irv Gotti made some interesting statements about Ashanti on Drink Champs. I mean, it was super duper messy, right? And the artist Fat Joe, he did not love that. You know what I mean? Like, Ashanti's his homegirl. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, man, why you did that to her? Why you threw her out there? And I think a lot of people felt the same way. They was like, yo, you could have said you knew an artist, but you didn't have to call her out by name, bro. You know what I mean? In fact, Fat Joe went to the extent of being like, yo, man, that was kind of a sucker move. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people felt the same way about that. Irv Gotti was like, hey, look, I'm living my truth. I'm just telling you my truth. Yeah, but your truth kind of made her look crazy. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, Irv Gotti did respond to that, what Fat Joe said. And he said, yo, I feel like Fat Joe fooled me. He ain't my friend. I was fooled. But in life, you get fooled. I'm like, come on, man. That's the response. Fat Joe has provided a response to that. Hey, yo, take a listen.
Irv Gotti said, I'm no longer his friend. And he's correct, because I'm his brother. And I love him. I love his entire family. I love his mother. I love his sisters. I love his brothers. I love his sons. I love them all. And so sometimes brothers check each other. That's the furthest I'm going to go.
Look, I like what Joe said, man. I love him. I love his entire family. I love his mother. I love his brothers. I love his son. I love them all. I'm like, how much was you drinking, bro? He said, oh, and sometimes brothers check each other. That's the furthest I'm gonna go. Hey, yeah, that's real talk right there, man. Hey, look, if folks can't check you for doing something reckless or crazy, then you know what I mean? Like like no one is above being checked. No one is above being corrected. So I think what Fat Joe said is real talk right there. Like, we should be able to say, yo, man, you was in the wrong for that. And that's just what it is, man. Ain't no love lost, man. Sometimes you right, sometimes you wrong. You know what I mean? I'm not wrong very often, but you know, every once in a while, you know what I'm saying, I might make a mistake. I got off at the wrong exit. But, you know, it's human. To err is human. I believe is the phrase. Anyway, let me do my shout outs real quick. Hey, yo, man, shout out. What's my time looking like over here, man? Oh, is it? Oh my gosh, it's 5:15. It ain't 5:15 for you, but it's 5:15 for me, man. So, apologies, Sauce. I didn't mean to send it to you so late, man. But look at the hawk. Check this out. Jan Kane came through and said, yo, thank you, Sauce, for your knowledge of the Most High. Oh, appreciate it, man. That's what I'm here for. My man quoted Isaiah that says, curse be, right? Woe to those. That's a curse. Cursed be all those who call evil good and good evil, that put darkness before light and light before darkness, who put bitter before sweet and sweet before bitter. Do they not know by now the Most High controls everything? Yo, close quote. That's real talk right there, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we cannot get it twisted, man. What the Most High say is bad, that joint is bad. I don't care what the culture says, man. So, you know, you can't really follow the culture in terms of good and bad and stuff like that. Check this out, man. D. Cottrell 73 came through and said, whatever happened to fighting with your fists? I wish these young dudes would stop handling temporary problems with permanent solutions. That's smart. That's smart right there. Don't handle a temporary problem with a permanent solution. How smart is that? You know what I mean? Ashley Francia came through and said, this has become my favorite YouTube channel. You're always on point. Always? And keep all the best news coming. Also, I hope you get well soon, celeb. Yeah, I feel a little bit better today. Today I feel really good. My homegirl gave me some turmeric. I don't know. She was like, yo, man, take this turmeric. I was like, what's it gonna do for me? You know what I mean? She was like, I think it helps with inflammation, because, you know, I tell you, my tooth was kind of hurting. You know, then my tongue, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot going on yesterday. Anyway, is that my last shout out? I know I had another one right here, man. E-Double came through and said, why wouldn't the most powerful, the Most High, use your music against you? The government is doing it. Hey, look, man. Jesus said we all going to be judged by the words of our mouths, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I stay asking the Lord for forgiveness every single day. And you know what it is with the Most High. He said, if you agree or confess your sins, he is faithful, he's loyal, he's just to forgive you your sins. And then He cleanses you of all of your unrighteousness. That I could get with. And lastly, shout out to Dave and Core. My man said, yo, celeb, you and 1090 Jake are officially the voice. I watch these vids like my great-grandparents probably read the paper. Hey, yo, man, shout out to you. Kenneth Cole came through and said, yo, I like 1090 Jake, too. He takes time to make sure he has it right. I was over here like, hey. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I take too much time. I'm freestyling this. But check this out, though, man. I never heard of 1090 Jake, but I'm going to be looking him up later on today, man. So whoever that is, if you know, he must be good people's, man, if you put me in a category with him. You know what I mean? Or if you put him in a category with me. Anyway, look, check this out, man. Where we at over here? All right, look. There is a story about T.I. punching one of the members of the Chainsmokers, Drew Taggart. I was like, what? Does this happen? Now, you know, if you don't know, right? Come on, man, get this out of here. If you don't know, I think Chainsmokers, that might be like some form of EDM or something like that, man. And the Drew Taggart, right, of the Chainsmokers, tried to kiss T.I. of all people on the cheek when he saw him. All right. Now, look, T.I. did not love this. Okay. So T.I., the artist who recently was honored with the Outstanding Georgia Citizen Award, punched a man in the face. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, take a listen to Drew Taggart explaining to you what went down.
We're on a vibe, and I was like, I gave him a kiss on the cheek. It was totally my fault. And he was like, don't do that. And I was like, okay. He pushed me off, and I was like, all right, my bad.
Dude, his friend goes, you need to get your boy. And I go, what the I don't even know what happened. I had no context.
And he punched me in the face, and I was like, okay, I'm sorry. And he was like, all right, cool, we're good. It was the weirdest interaction ever, because like, I'm sure like
you did the coolest thing ever, and then you kissed T.I.
First of all, T.I. is fully in the right here. I was feeling the vibes way too hard, and I kissed T.I. on the cheek. Some Chris Brown came on, and he punched me in the face. And he punched me in the face for it. Like it's fully like yeah, like, it's fully fine.
Yo, he literally knocked some sense into him. So he said he punched me in the face, and I was like, okay, I'm sorry, and he was like, all right, cool, we good. It was the weirdest interaction ever. Yeah, I bet from your side it was super weird. You just got punched in the face, and then you said sorry. Then he was like, "Okay, we good." You know, he said I was feeling the vibes way too hard, and I kissed T.I. on the cheek, and he punched me in the face for it. Yeah, bro, you can feel the vibes and all, man. But I mean, come on, bro, don't drop to your knees, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that, like don't be trying to kiss me and stuff like that. Like, nah, man, like that ain't that kind of party. I don't know if you got a cold sore on your joint. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you got the monkeypox. Please. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to have a barnacle on my face, fam. You know what I'm saying? Hey, anyway, he said, look. He said, you can't play like that. You know what I mean? Look, I love it. He said, T.I. said, I think, T.I. The dude, Drew Taggart said, I think the most important thing to take away is afterward, we took a shot and we moved on, you know? Loving the party, having a good time. Like I said, love the Chainsmokers, but not to get no sugar, though. You know what I'm saying? Can't play like that. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, take a listen to T.I. Provided his side of the situation. Take a listen.
But I love the Chainsmokers, man. They make great music. You know, there's really not much more to the story. There's really not much more to the story than you've already heard. I think the most important thing to take away is afterwards. We had a drink. We took a shot. You did. You know what I'm saying? And now, I mean, and we moved on. You know, everybody, you know, left the party, had a good time. What's up, man? Yes, sir.
Right? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't try to kiss the man. Don't try to kiss him. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. I don't want anybody. Like, here's my thing. You know, and I'm not obviously I'm not homosexual, nothing like that. Like, I wouldn't even I don't even feel comfortable with any old woman kissing me. You follow what I'm saying, man? Like, I'm very particular about, like, you know what I mean? Like, the exchange of any form of fluids, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I barely know you too, man. Back up, I don't really know you like that. I don't even care if you're pretty or whatever. You're being pretty don't give you the, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I don't know what you really got going on. People get mononucleosis. You like, what the hell is that? Some kind of kissing disease, man. See, that's what I'm saying. And you don't know what it does. Well, I ain't gonna go there. I was gonna tell you about my neighbor. You know what I mean? One of my neighbors that was like, yeah, he got mono. And then, the nurse was like, oh, don't worry, everybody has that. You know what I'm saying? But she said the same thing about, herpes. She was like, oh, everybody has that. And I'm looking at her like, sis, everybody does not have herpes. I don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Whenever somebody says everybody has herpes, I'm sitting there staring at them like, man, I know one person who definitely has it. And finally, hey yo, your boy, look, Ricky Rose, that guy, Rick Ross, who got locked out, who was not permitted to go into Buckingham Palace because although he's the biggest boss, he wasn't that big. They didn't let him into Buckingham Palace, and now the man has been fined for violating labor laws. You like, what in the hell? Word, that's what they say. This occurred at one of his Wingstop locations, okay? At the Wingstop location, the Department of Labor, Wage, and Hourly Division revealed that they collected $114,427 in back wages, liquidated damages, and civil penalties. Now, according to them, right, it was employees at 5 Wingstop locations in Mississippi owned by Bosswing Enterprises. The employees were forced into illegally paying for training, uniforms, safety training, background checks, and even cash register shortages, man. The people had to pay for these things. The Wage and Hour Division District Director said, restaurant industry employees work hard, often for low wages, and many depend on every dollar earned to make ends meet. The law prevents Bosswing Enterprises from shifting operation costs to workers by deducting the cost of uniforms, cash register shortages, and training expenses, or to allow a worker's pay to fall below the minimum wage. Rick Ross entered the chat. He had some things to say about this. Hey, yo, take a listen.
I'm gonna take time to address something. When you run in a business, there will be mistakes. But as the biggest boss, you never make the same mistake twice. You see, accountability, taking accountability when you're the biggest. And remember this, most successful people don't take stumbling as a setback, but actually a stepping stone to greater things, you heard me? Let's be.
Hey, yo, your man said, yo, when you run in a business, there'll be some mistakes. But as the biggest boss, you wipe your face, right? You never make the same mistake twice. You see, accountability. Taking accountability is big when you're the biggest. I imagine after he made this statement, he probably was like, fire the person that let this information out. You know what I'm saying? He goes, and remember this. The most successful people don't take stumbling as a setback, but actually a stepping stone to greater things. You heard me? I'm afraid we have heard you. And you said, let's be great. Look, man. I appreciate the fact that he took accountability for that, man. That's big. You know what I'm saying? Although, like, so what is the damages that he will experience? Like, what? I guess he'll just be fined that amount, but that ain't nothing to him, right? That should be nothing to him. He got, look, what's 100? What's the man's? Let me see. What's the man's? What is $100,000 to his net worth? It's probably nothing. And they probably got some form of like insurance to cover that. I don't know how that whole thing works. I'm not in the business like that. But does insurance cover that? Let me know what you think on that, man. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source of celeb news.